even if you look at smaller companies or, again, bigger companies, when you look at an organigram, you say organigram, it still says head of. Underneath or above is the director, and then is the CIO. Underneath a couple of more hierarchy. How would a modern organigram look like?
Okay, I think that
and how can a company deal with the fact, if they do have the crosslinks between these departments, how does this affect structures which have been set up for decades almost?
Centuries, yeah.
Centuries, yeah.
I think that, we've tried this a number of times, but we have not necessarily had the information flows nor the sort of infrastructure to be able to do it right. But what you need is a dynamic reallocation of resources possible in a matrix. So one axis of the reporting organization will be looking at managing the skills and the development and the costs and the benefits. And another matrix will be looking at acquiring those skills into teams that are for assignments at a time. Okay. I'm learning more from video games than anything else as to how the modern world will work in that context, because when you see a 21st century video game, the first thing that you do is that you have some ability, like a sandbox, a training ground, a trial, a simulation, where you're not playing the game yet. You're just learning. Okay? That kind of sandbox capability is going to come out everywhere at work. When you finish that, the next thing that happens to you is you're able to go in and say you're at novice level, because and you've got your basic understanding of what power you have, what tools you have, and you have some way of dashboard of looking at environmental feedback.
Yeah.
And then you go out discovering other people you want to work with in order to complete quests or missions. Okay? So that kind of structure which I see in a video game will start reflecting itself in an organization where people will be responsible. When you build a video game, there's one team that looks after making smoke. There's one team that looks after light effects. There's one team that looks after the motion of avatars. The horizontalizing of those services is a critical element to the matrix, because that means that in a large organization, like to take an analogy, the horizontal teams are the people who look after the building and the developing of the skills, the game mechanics, the environment, the rules, enabling people to do something.
Okay.
And then whenever there is a mission or a quest, there is a separate group of people saying, I need 3 of this kind of skill, I need 2 of this kind of skill, I need 1 of this kind of skill, and the 6 together are going to now deliver. Okay? What you see happening in the cloud, and like I said, that's why I said it's like a dream to be where I am, is this real concept of horizontalizing, and then giving you the ability to sort of go for high cohesion, loose coupling of the vertical. The tightly integrated vertical stack, which was what the old model of the organization was too rigid, did not have the agility to respond to the market.
Wasn't flexible enough.
So it was great on reporting and poor on execution.
Okay.
Great on control, but poor on adaptability.
Yeah.